guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are actually going to be doing like a soft glam type of look because that's just what I want to go for today. I've already done our eyebrows, so we're good with that. Good with that. And next we're going to be doing, so I already primed my face as well. So now we're just going to be doing our eyes. I was going to do the face first, but I think we're going to jump into the eye look since, you know, that's pretty much what the focus is. I think we're going to do like a brown type of look. I'm going to be grabbing this Morphe 35V, the Stunning Vibes palette. And I'm just going to be using this like brown right here as a transition. I'm taking the Luxie 250 large eye blending brush. And this is typically what I always use for my transition shades. And we're just going to be doing that a little bit above the crease. I did get a new tripod yesterday, so we're kind of doing like this, a different like type of setup. It's basically the same, but I just took the mirror off of my little vanity thing. And it works out perfectly. I don't know why I didn't do that before, because it's like perfect for like the perfect distance from me to you. But we are here now, and the reason why I got a new tripod is because the one I got was like broken when I first got it, and I just didn't want to send it back, to be honest. I don't like sending items back just because, I don't know, it's already here and like I'm already excited to use it, so that's why I didn't send it back. Plus it was a gift, and I just didn't want to go through all the trouble or the mess, so I just used it. But now I got a new one, so hopefully this one doesn't break soon, or you know, nothing happens. But so far so good. And I'm just still adding the same shade into the crease, or above the crease, and a little bit on the outer corner, kind of like winging it out. So now I'm going to be taking this like warmer brown that's in here, and I'm just going to be using this shade to deepen up the crease. And I'm taking my Equal Tools, it's like a dual-ended brush. On one side it's like fluffy, and then the other side it's like dense. So I'm just using that for the outer corner part. Okay, I just zoomed you guys in a little bit. I normally always forget to zoom you guys in, so that's like nothing new. But as you can see, it's just like deepening up the outer crease area and just giving it that darker look. And then I'm also like taking it into the crease as well, just to darken that up a little bit. And I am just going to be taking that into the inner corner as well. And then just going back in with that transition shade and the same brush, I'm going to be using it to blend everything out, just so there's no harsh lines. And now I'm going to be taking this Butter London palette, and it is the Natural Goddess. This is what it looks like. And we're going to be taking this brown shade right here, and we're just going to be using that on the outer corner as well, just to darken that up a bit more. And this is more like a true brown. It doesn't have like warm undertones or like cool undertones. It's just like in the middle. So it's very neutral. And it's kind of actually really hard to find like a true brown like this, because most of the time it does have like a warmer undertone or like a slightly cool undertone, and I don't really like that. So this is just the perfect palette for the brown. So now we are done with the dark brown. A little does go a long way, so it didn't really dip into that color a whole lot. So now I'm going to be going back into that transition shade that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be using that to blend everything all out. And I'm actually not even going to cut the crease, because I feel like a soft glam look is all about like it not being like too harsh. 'Cause I feel like if I cut the crease, it's just gonna, you'll be able to see the where I cut the crease at. So, and I'm not really going for that, so we're just gonna leave it like this, and we're just gonna be adding like a little bit of shimmer on top of it. And I'm actually gonna be using the shade right here, like a brown, like a golden brown type of thing. I wouldn't say it's like champagne, but it's like a light brown shimmer shade. And I'm actually gonna be spraying that with some setting spray, of course, just to enhance it a lot more. And I am placing that with my finger as well. I typically always use my finger to place shimmer shades because I just feel like it works better that way. And I'm actually going to be taking this like bronzier shade. It's another shimmer shade in this Morphe palette, and I'm just going to be adding that to like the middle third, or the middle. It won't really be like a middle third, I just made that up, but the middle. And this just kind of gives it like a transition into the lighter shade. And I usually do this all the time too, because I just feel like using just one shimmer shade on the eye just kind of gives it like, I don't know, like a harsher type of look. So I just like to transition it. And I don't think I mentioned, but I'm just using this Morphe mattifying continuous setting mist to spray the shimmer shades and add it onto my eye. And we're actually done with the eye look, which is surprising because I typically take more than like 30 minutes, probably like an hour to do my eyes. So we're just gonna be adding this e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in the shade Charcoal. And I am going to be doing a little wing today, so hopefully it comes out right because I never really do wings. And if I do, I don't really like how they come out, so. So we're just doing a baby wing, nothing too dramatic. So now moving on to our eyelashes, we're going to be using this Tarte Big Eagle mascara. So I typically like to add like 2 like full coats of the mascara, and then just use like the excess and just comb through them. So I guess it's like more coats, but like at the same time it's like really not, if that even makes sense. I just like to comb through them and make sure they are to my liking. Just to be sure that my eyelashes aren't like chunky looking. They're not right now, but just to make sure, it's just a thing that I always do. I take this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in the shade Blackest Black. And there's really like nothing in here. I just use the wand really to comb out the lashes. And I really love this mascara, but I've just been trying new things, so I just use the empty one to comb through. And it definitely does make a difference, not even gonna lie. And there you go. One lash is done, and now we're gonna move on to the other side. I don't know why, but my left lash always looks less full than my right lash does. Like, I swear there's like less hair on this side than there is on this side. Like, I feel like this side's more full than this side, because this side always ends up looking better than this side, in my opinion. And it just never makes sense to me. I do like to take my time on my eyelashes just because I love how my natural lashes are. They're like long and, well, this side's full. This side is like half full, I guess I'll say. But I like to take time to make sure that they look their best, because I'm not to brag or anything, but people are always like asking me if these are like my actual lashes or if I like wear falsies. And or most of the time they ask if I'm wearing like falsies or if I get like lash extensions. And I'm like, no girl, these are my real lashes. I like to take pride in my lashes, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there, but don't tell anybody. And I'm honestly probably gonna put falsies on anyway, so there's really no point in me doing all this extra stuff to my lashes, but that's fine. So moving on to our face, I'm actually gonna be doing something different. I am going to be contouring and highlighting underneath before I go in with my foundation. So for concealer, this is the Juvia's Place in 18. And I'm going to be taking my KVD Lock-It Foundation in Deep 71 Warm. And we are just going to be using that for our contour. And to contour my nose, I'm just taking a little bit of the foundation and I am just going to be contouring my nose. Which I typically don't even use anything to, well, besides the NYX eyeshadow brush, I don't really use anything to contour my nose, but this one just works perfectly because it's angled and it does what it does. I'm actually just taking this brush and just going over my other contour just because it's small enough to get into the places that I want it to. And it's just gonna make it a lot easier when I blend it out. And I'm actually gonna be spraying my face with the Matte Finish Setting Spray by NYX. And then I'm gonna be going back into my highlight. And I'm using this mini e.l.f. No, not that one. I'm actually going to be using this medium size like Luxie blending sponge. And we're going to be going over our highlight with that. I ended up switching to this one because the other one by e.l.f. is a little bit smaller and it does take a lot of time. To reduce the time, I ended up switching to this one because it's a little bit bigger and it definitely gets the job done a lot faster for when I'm like in a rush or something. But if I do want to be more detailed, then I will go into, I forgot to zoom you guys out after my eyeshadow. But yeah, if I do go into like more detail, then I will use the e.l.f. sponge, the smaller one. And to blend out the darker contour, I'm just taking my e.l.f. beauty sponge and I'm taking like the rounder side and I'm just going to be blending it into my highlighter. So now we are going to be going in with our foundation, which is the Kat Von D Medium 55 Neutral. I honestly always use this foundation. This is like my go-to. It has been my go-to for a minute now. So we're just going to be placing that all over. And then of course I'm going to be spraying that down with my NYX Matte Finish setting spray, not foundation. And I did go ahead and add some lashes off camera just because I wanted to add some lashes. And these are perfect for this type of look because since it's a soft glam type of look, you don't want to go too like dramatic. So these are like perfect. So yeah, we're just gonna be blending out our foundation now. And I don't think I mentioned, but this is the first time like I actually tried the contouring underneath our foundation. So we're just gonna see how that goes. Just because KVD is on the full coverage side, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but we're just gonna see. So this is how it look after I finish applying our foundation, which I feel like the contouring kind of disappeared, same with the highlighter shade, so disappointing, but I'm kind of not surprised because like I said, KVD is very full coverage, and this just proves that it is. I mean, you can kind of see my nose contour a little bit, but like not too like how it usually is. But yeah, like I said, I'm not like really surprised. And as I've said before in the videos, like KVD is a thick foundation, so that explains everything. But like I said, I'm not mad about it. But I think I'm just gonna be going over the highlight like under my eyes just a little bit more, and then I think that's pretty much it. And then we're just gonna do our powder contour and our highlight with the powder as well. So of course I'm going to be taking my Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise palette, and we're just going to be taking the light shade in here, which is this one right here on top. And we're just going to be contouring with this $1 billion brush, contour brush. It's just an angled flat top brush, and it just works perfectly for the contour. And then just do circular motions, kind of holding my hair back because it's not like, you know, slicked back. And then I'll just like kind of like blend it all up. I don't want to blend it too down because it's just going to make our contour look a little weird. A lifted type of look, like a sculpted look. So
okay, what's this event?
Yeah. So now we're going to be contouring our nose with the NYX eyeshadow brush. It's just like a flat-ended brush, but we're just using it for our contour.
You can't hit hello? You muted, bro?
Okay, so now that that is done, we're going to set our under eyes, and then after that we're just going to bake a little bit. I like to set before I bake just because, I don't know, I just feel like you gotta set the makeup before you actually like go in and bake. It'll just make it look a lot better, in my opinion. I maybe just be crazy, but that's just what I do. So we're going in with our Ace Beauty Scarlet Dust palette, and we're just going to be using this pink shade, which is Pink Moon. And we're just going to be using that as our blush today. And I'm taking the Equal Tools powder brush, and we're going to place that on the like outer part of the cheek. This is very pigmented, so a little does go a long way. And I just add the excess to the forehead, and just like a little bit to the nose as well. Even though it really doesn't do anything because it's the excess and it's like the last part of it, but I still do it anyway. So yeah, now we're done with that. Now I'm just going to be baking under the eyes. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this is like a Luxie blending sponge. Okay, so before I wipe off my translucent powder, I'm just going to be outlining this part real quick underneath our cheek, just so that our contour is in place and where I want it to be. rather than just, you know, everywhere. And then I'm just going to be taking this brow brush by Lavish Beauty. It's called the Brow Definer. And then I'm going to be wiping this off real quick. So I usually just press in the powder and then I usually wipe it off, just so that the under eye is set and in place. And then taking the Brow Definer by Lavish Beauty. I'm just going to be taking that dark shade that we used on the outer corner in the Morphe palette, which is this one right here. And I'm just taking that and going underneath the lash line. And to keep the pigment, I'm just patting that down. And then taking this small firm eyeshadow brush, ES4 by Profusion Cosmetics. I'm taking that transition shade we used. And I am just going to be blending that together with the shade that we placed down, just so that it's blended in with the eyeshadow and it isn't as harsh. I'm then taking this Luna by Luna Pegasus eyeliner. I am going to be lining the bottom lash line. And then now we're just going to be wiping off the powder underneath the contour with this $1 Billion Brushes powder brush. I'm just going to spray our face with the same NYX setting spray that we've been using. And I'm taking this Morphe M532 brush, and I'm just going to be taking this Laura Geller highlighter in the shade Gilded Honey, and we're just placing that on our cheekbones. This is honestly like a good highlight for like a natural type of look, or like a soft glam type of look that we're going for right now, just because it's like not too golden or not too like champagne ish. And I just take the highlight on my finger and then I just go down the bridge of my nose and onto the tip, and then I'll just blend that out with this highlight brush. And then I also take it into the inner corner. And we're actually pretty much done with the face. I just need to put some lipstick on my lips. For the lips, I'm actually going to be doing this Sephora lip liner in this shade dark brown, I think, deep brown, which is kind of weird because it doesn't even look brown. It looks more like red brown, or like red, like a dark red. But that's the name of this, so we're just gonna be going in with that. And I do overline my lips a little bit, not too much, just because I feel like it'll just give it away. Okay, and now I'm gonna be taking this Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Nude, and we're just gonna be placing that in the middle. This is honestly like the perfect nude for this lip. It's like a pinky nude. And then now I'm just going to be taking this e.l.f. liquid liner again, and we're just going to be adding back our beauty marks. Alright y'all, so this is the final completed look. I just added some studs, which are from Target. And then I added this like little lingerie piece from Forever 21. Super cute, leopard print and all. So thought it went perfect with this soft glam type of look, you know. If you're going out, or if you're just, you know, going to dinner with some friends, you gotta look cute or whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, and comment down below as to what y'all want me to do for my next one, or you know, just leave like a nice little comment, whatever y'all like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.